Welcome back to another living alone vlog. We're gonna hang out the next day or two. It's just you and me. Okay, we're doing something new today. We're doing something for the first time, and it's been a while since I've been out of my comfort zone like this, but I'm about to go try a new workout class. I'm doing a yoga sculpt, which I've never done before. I've done yoga, but I'm just so nervous because I haven't done a new workout in so long. Also, just going alone makes it a little more nerve-wracking, but I've been wanting to do this for a while, and I'm not gonna lie, no part in me wants to walk in there right now because I'm just feeling so nervous, but I know I'm gonna feel like the baddest alive after. The energy is gonna be high. I'm gonna feel great. I'm gonna feel proud of myself. I'm gonna feel confident. I just need to get myself through the door. I have my yoga mat and I have my sweat towel. Everything's gonna be okay. I hope you're enjoying watching me actively try to get myself out this door right now, because I've been literally sitting here for 10 minutes just stalling. I feel like trying anything for the first time is always a little bit scary, plus the fact that I'm alone, which I feel like usually I would bring a friend or go with a friend to try something new just because it makes it a little bit easier. But if I can conquer this, I'm going to feel amazing. So I'm doing this for future me. And also it's the possibility, what if I find my new favorite workout? Plus, I know I've told you guys before, but I'm trying to find workout classes that I like to do with where I live now, because when I lived in town, I had all of my workout places that I like to go to and things I like to do, but ever since I've moved, that's the one thing that's missing from my life and that I really miss. So if this works out, I'm gonna be really, really happy. So enough stalling. I've done that enough already as it is. I need to get in there. I'm gonna do the damn thing, and you can too. There's only a 0.1% chance that I literally turn around and go home right now, but if in the next clip you see me in there, then that means if I can do it, if I can conquer this, you can conquer it too with whatever you're working through. I'm also just really overthinking this, and it's probably not that deep. Let's go. Quaking in my boots. I think I just found my new personality trait. I did it. Who was gonna warn me? That was not the cutesy little workout class that I was expecting. I don't know what I was expecting, honestly, because I've seen the girlies post about it on TikTok, and I understand why people make it their entire personality, because that is not for the weak. And that is what I felt. I felt very weak, but I also felt super strong, which was very nice. But I have not been humbled like that in a workout class in truly so long. I don't even know if running has been that hard for me, and running is not really my thing, but I think I just haven't been pushed like that in a while. So that actually felt so good. I will say I think I fumbled wearing shorts because my entire legs were dripping in sweat. My whole body was just slick, and oh, that felt so good. Not in the moment, but just as I suspected. I feel amazing right now. I feel superior and on top of the world, and I feel like I can do anything. Basically, yoga sculpt is sculpt collabing with a lifting workout, and they do cardio, but you're kind of flowing through yoga movements. So I feel like that would have been a lot harder if I hadn't taken yoga classes before and had a foundational basic knowledge of yoga moves and yoga flows and stuff. There were people in there, women, who were absolutely killing it. And I'm like, yes, that is the goal. So I'm hoping to go more. And if I don't shut up about this, it's probably because I'm gonna make it my personality. I feel like you don't do something that challenging and not talk about it. You know what I mean? But I'm honestly just so happy that I found a workout out here that I really like, just because, like I said, ever since moving, I feel like I don't have a workout studio that I really like to go to yet. Funny story about my yoga journey, or like lack thereof, but I was checking my Core Power app, and that was the 23rd class I've ever taken there, because back in 2020, that year, my dad and I were going to yoga twice a week together, which was really fun because I had never done yoga before. And so that was just something we would do together. But that was in the beginning of 2020, right before shit hit the fan. And it's just funny because I remember we went to take a yoga class on March 12th, the day before that day. And I remember just hearing random things online and in the news of like, there's this spreading disease, you know, that whole thing. And I vividly remember asking my dad, like, do you think it's okay if we go to this class? And he was like, yeah, everything's gonna be fine. Boom, next day, whole world shuts down for literally years. So it's definitely been a while since I've been there, but also just like done yoga in general. Anyway, I'm making a matcha, it's a little treat. I'm definitely feeling very good right now. Ask me in a few hours, I'm probably gonna be dead, but I'm gonna take this high of energy and get the day started. So, cheers. Okay, I just got ready for the day. Paid the bills also because it's the first of the month, so always have to do that. I wanted to say thanks Rocket Money for sponsoring this video. Obviously this year has been a very expensive one for me ever since buying this home. So it's definitely more important now than ever that I stay on top of my finances, which I feel like isn't something that school really taught us about or prepared us for, but that's where Rocket Money is here to help. If you're not familiar with it, Rocket Money is the personal finance app that helps you cancel subscriptions, lower your bills, and manage your money better. Personally, I'm using Rocket Money to help me set budgets, which is actually been so helpful. Basically, it analyzes your spending habits and creates a custom budget that works for your lifestyle. Plus, it'll notify you if you exceed any of your limits in a certain category. Humbling sometimes, but very helpful and definitely very needed. But I think one of the coolest things that Rocket Money does, which I know a lot of people use it for, is that it helps cancel unwanted subscriptions that sometimes you didn't even know you had. So that's honestly huge. Definitely recommend checking it out. Rocket Money has helped save their customers up to $740 a year if they use all the features, with over $500 million in canceled subscriptions. So to save more and spend less, which I know sounds good, join the over 5 million members using Rocket Money today. You can go to rocketmoney.com/AvaJules or click the link in the description to get started today for free. Plus you can unlock even more features with premium, so definitely check it out. Anyway, now that I've shared that, I'm very hungry, so let's make a little breakfast. I don't know if I've ever been more excited for an unboxing, literally ever. Oh my gosh. Got myself an iMac. Oh. Here we go. I got an iMac. I am so excited. In my literal dream color. We got the whole green setup going on here. I have wanted one of these for so long, but I've just been using my laptop, which is fine, and it's good to like travel with that. But I feel like it was time to level up and get a proper desktop computer. And I'm so excited. I've wanted this for just so long. Not only for the tax write-off either. I'm just so excited to see it. Like, look how cute this whole setup is now. So we have the gaming setup over there for our games, and then my new editing setup. How cute. Everything is green, as it should be. New setup. I'm so excited. I've been waiting to unbox that for a week now, so if that doesn't show how much I love you, I don't know what will, because I've been dying to open it, but I was like, no, I need to do this on camera because this needs to be like a you and me experience. Typing ASMR. This is so awesome. I'm so excited to like edit on this. And also, this is probably the right time to talk about this. I've done a little side quest. I'm on a little side quest mission. I'm a student again. I bet you didn't see that one coming. I sure did not. This was so random and so out of the blue. I've even got a notebook here to prove it. Yeah, I'm back in school and I'm getting a certificate to become a certified personal trainer. So it's through NASM, which is the National Academy of Sports Medicine. Getting my CPT through that, which I'm so excited about. Again, really random. I've always been like very into fitness, especially the last few years, and just the body. I'm very interested in the way it moves and the anatomy of like a human body. I just find all of that very, very interesting. And especially nowadays, I'm definitely a lot more interested in like fitness and stuff. And so one, it has been a while since I've learned something new. And I feel like with the nature of my job, it can be very like self-involved, obviously, because it's just me talking to a screen. I'm by myself. Like, I feel like because I've been doing it for so long, I've grown so much within social media. But I don't know, I kind of wanted to change things up, do something that I'm like passionate about. Two, I don't know if I'm necessarily gonna like be a personal trainer, but it'll be cool to have the certificate. And I've also just realized that knowledge is power, and also education is such a privilege. And so if I can make the time and I'm able to learn something new and like use my brain again because it's been so long, why would I not? I just feel like it's been a while since I've done something new for myself. It's been a while since I've learned, and I honestly really, really crave that because I feel like sometimes within this whole job, it can be very much so like brain rotting, if that makes sense. So yeah, side quest unlocked. Your girl's gonna be a certified personal trainer, and I'm like so scared to say that out loud because I don't want to fail like my exam and stuff. And I'm also just like kind of nervous because it's been so long since I've been in school. I feel like I don't even know how to anymore. So if you want me to keep you updated on that, let me know. I don't know if you guys would be interested in that, but I just started. I'm only about a week in. It's a course where you do it at your own pace, but if you follow the pacing that it like suggests, it'll take me about like 15 weeks. So I'm gonna overshoot and say maybe like 17 to 20 weeks. We'll see. But yeah, I'm very excited to be learning again. I'm very excited to be just expanding my knowledge, and we'll see where this goes. I honestly have no idea as of right now, but I figured I'd share the journey with you if you can't tell. Not that I'm like going through a quarter life crisis, but I'm like, okay, what am I doing with my life? Still don't know, but maybe we're figuring it out. If I talk about this book review for too long, I'm probably gonna get super flustered. Honestly, probably one of my favorite books that I've ever read. This is Fourth Wing, one of the most like popular fantasy series, I would say, along with like ACOTAR. But this one, I'm not gonna lie, hit different. Sometimes I almost get scared to read really hyped books because I don't wanna be disappointed or let down by it. This was such an immersive read. I feel like the author did such a good job of creating this world that they live in, and it's a fantasy book, dragons, powers. It also has my favorite lover trope, which I'm not gonna say what it is in case you wanna be surprised, but it hits every single time. I was feral over this book, actually ate it up. I read it on my Kindle, but I just happen to have the hardcovers, which I'm actually really glad that I do because I feel like when I really like a book, I like to have the physical copy. So I'm now onto reading Iron Flame, which is the second book in the series. And then if I'm not mistaken, I think the third book comes out in January, which is kind of perfect because I'll finish this probably pretty quickly because I just, oh my gosh, I read this within a matter of days. But then once I'm done reading this one, the third one will be out. I am so excited. I feel like this book was just really unexpected in a lot of ways, but I also feel like it wasn't the kind of fantasy book where you feel like you can't keep up, because I feel like fantasy books, you really have to get into it and like see the world that the author's creating. But I feel like it just, 10 out of 10. I'm gonna do my everyday makeup routine. If it can fit in one hand, that is honestly ideal, especially during this time of year. I don't really want to be doing too much. Today's a Friday, and normally I feel like we'd do something on a Friday night, but obviously I'm alone and Micah doesn't come home for a few days, so this is gonna be my first weekend alone in a while, which is fine. I feel like the last few weeks we've been super social, which I feel like I don't really vlog all the time, so If it looks like I literally never leave my house, I get it, but I do. Anyway, I'm kind of craving some like alone time. Need to recharge my battery a little bit. Honestly, I feel like I blend out everything with my fingers these days, which is really convenient. And I feel like it makes it look a little bit more natural too, just because the heat from my hands will like melt it into the skin better. Also, I don't want to jinx anything, but my skin, don't exactly know what is working, but it's working. Tell me not. I feel like I'm dressed up like a Visco girl right now. She's got the scrunchie, the oversized shirt, and a hydro flask. Like, honestly, I remember when Visco girls started becoming a thing, I was 100% one of them because I was just like, yes. And I fully identified with that. Like, style and trend for so long. Those were the good old days. People started hating on them, but like, don't we want that back now? Times were so much different, so much simpler. I'm not sure how I feel about this outfit. It's like kind of cute, but it's also kind of not. I do want to show you guys some new house updates, of course. I feel like those are truly never going to end, which is good because what else am I going to talk about after that's over? But I feel like there's always going to be little things to do. So anyway, very exciting update. If you have been around since the apartment era, which like honestly wasn't even that long ago, you know this is a big deal, but I have a plant. I actually have two. So we have this beautiful snake plant right here. And then I think this one is called a money tree. I don't know. Real live living plants. I have always had plants in the house, but they were fake and they did their job. But the reason I'm like freaking out about this in the best way is because in the apartment, I wasn't allowed to have plants because my landlord, whatever. And I was always so excited to have my own place one day where I can have plants and have there just be like greenery. And these are so cute. Micah's mom actually gave me both of these, which is so sweet. And hoping I don't kill them. So if you have any tips, let me know, but I think this one's my favorite because I think snake plants are just so beautiful. So I've been keeping that in the dining room. And then the other house update addition that we have is also in the dining room. This wall was always so plain, but now it's like complete. I feel like this whole room, or this whole part of the room, is just so, so beautiful. First of all, these placemats that I got, my mom actually got these for me, but they're from Soha Living, which is a local store here, and I'm obsessed. I just think it's nice to have the table always done because, I don't know, it just looks really put together. But then we got these beautiful art pieces, which I was so excited about to put up. I know you saw this one in the last vlog, but it's this shell thing. I don't even know what to call it, but it's beautiful. It's like hanging. You can see, I don't really need to explain, but it's just so beautiful. And then this piece of art is actually done by a local woman who lives here on Oahu, which is really awesome because I love supporting local artists and local businesses, but it's called Lays for Days. And I just thought this was so beautiful. We definitely wanted to incorporate touches of like Hawaiian accents throughout the house. And I feel like this corner definitely embodies that, which I was really excited about to put stuff in that corner because honestly, when you walk in to the house, I feel like that's some of the first parts of the house that your eyes are like drawn to. So yeah, very, very happy with how that turned out. I just feel like, I don't know, anytime someone is like, oh, your house is so cozy, that is the best compliment because I feel like when we moved in, that was my one goal. This place has to be cozy because I feel like it was just really cold and gray. And obviously I didn't have a choice because it's not like a custom build what color the floors were. So it's like gray wood floors. The walls are an undertone of gray. So making it warm in here, making it welcoming, that was like my one mission. And I feel like it's pretty cozy. Today is turning out to be such a random day, but I was at my parents' house for a little bit because they were babysitting. And so I wanted to hang out over there. And now, since I didn't work out this morning because my body is just like obliterated from that yoga sculpt yesterday, so I'm gonna run for the first time in like 3 weeks. Again, old patterns die hard. I get into something, I get so obsessed with it, and then I just like never do it again. But running is something I actually really wanna continue to do just because I feel like that's the type of thing where if you don't do it for too long, then like, one, you lose the motivation, and I also just don't want to lose the progress that I've made with that because I made so much progress. So this is going to be my running outfit. I've got my running socks. I was actually wondering because right now I'm just wearing this Sport Body Set Active bra, and that's like probably the most supportive bra that I have, but I'm looking for a good running bra. I have like C size boobs. Sometimes if I'm on my period, like, whoo, low-key D's. That's something I've been looking for, is a really supportive bra, just because I feel like even with these ones, there's a little bit of bouncage that I don't really want. So I just want something that'll like, so anyway, if you have any suggestions, let me know. Let's see. We could do black hat, this, or I think I'm just gonna stick with black, but yeah, I'm very nervous for this run just because it's been a while, and honestly, my only goal is to do it and not get frustrated at myself because it's been a while. So usually by this hour, I don't really drink caffeine, but I feel like I need a little bit of like, to go do this. I've been putting this off for so long. That was humbling, but I did it. I'm very proud of myself because I was really close to just not doing it there for a sec. Oh, I'm gonna be so sore tomorrow. I'm gonna stretch because, shower and make myself some food. I'm gonna eat good tonight. Oven is preheating. I'm going to construct my pizza. I got this giant crust that looks so freaking good, so I'm gonna add all the toppings. I'm really curious to see how this sauce tastes, just because it's homemade. Like, kind of. Obviously, I wasn't squeezing the tomatoes, but kind of like a homemade pizza sauce. I'm hoping this tastes good because I've been really craving a good pizza lately. Adding some sauce. Initially, I wanted to make my own dough, but I decided that that would have been a little too ambitious for me at this point right now. Pizza is sauced. I'm gonna add a heinous amount of cheese, of course. Meat of choice tonight, some sliced pepperoni. We've got ourselves a nice pepperoni pizza. Now, the fun part, I can add all the veggies that I chopped up. Love mushrooms on a pizza, that's always good. I couldn't find black olives at the store, so I'm a little sad about that, but like, love olives on a pizza, so I just cut up some Kalamata olives, a heinous amount of onions, and then I'm actually not the biggest fan of green pepper, but I feel like I kind of just wanted to add it for color because it's not a whole lot of color going on here. And then some cilantro on top. I think I'm gonna leave it at this. Here's my little pizza. I have so many dressings that I'm excited to dip and like put on top, because that's probably the most important part of a pizza is, do I have ranch to dip it in? I think I'm just gonna put this in raw, like straight onto the oven rack, just because I think that's what'll make it most crispy. Respectfully,